Hi, this is Linda, AI1 full-colon Delta Force team member, full-colon AAL, full-colon 144. I'm a Chief AA Warrior Princess representing the Bird Nation, and you're about to see the first Holy Bird Tribe Council meeting with 7 very powerful women. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to be talking about Ascension Symptoms and why that term just doesn't resonate anymore. So we'll do a little introductions. You get to know everybody, then you can enjoy our discussions. And for anyone that wants more, we have another discussion about cannabis, and that's going to be over on my Patreon. So the link is down in the description box. It's only $2.22 for you to get full access to these more candid and personal disclosures. So I hope you'll consider joining us over there as well. And for the rest of you, enjoy the show. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope it brings you some kind of peace and healing and self-empowerment to continue claiming and reclaiming your personal sovereignty and healing in this wonderful, most auspicious time. I love you guys. Enjoy the show. Welcome everybody to the first council meeting of the Holy Bird Tribe, the 144. I mean, we all resonate together. These are fellow, very, very powerful sister princess warriors. We're all here. We found each other through very unique and synchronized ways, but this is our very first council meeting, and we are all committed to bringing you some powerful light codes tonight. It's just going to come through our transmissions are just going to come right through to you. If you resonate, great, take what you will, but we really want to have a discussion on ascension symptoms. But first, before we do that, because I don't resonate with that term anymore, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, but we're also going to talk about ascension symptoms and what they are and how they're evolving from 3D to 5D, like into quantum, as Sherry likes to say, 3D into 5D. So I'm going to just ask everybody to do a brief, you guys all know me because you're watching my channel, and thank you for being here, but every one of these women here have their own things going on, their own channel, so I want to give them a chance to do a brief introduction so you can meet everybody. Some of them you already know, some of them are new, but let's take it away. We'll start with Sherry. Why don't you introduce yourself, please?
Great. My name is Sherry, and I live in Los Angeles. And I am an artist, but most importantly, I'm awake and helping others and supporting others in their journey. And most recently was guided to start a channel called Mindful Creative Life, and that's my business that I have a website as well, where I help kind of deconstruct what's going on with these ascension times and with the shift in consciousness. And I have two grown children, and am helping them to awake on their path as well. And I'm just so honored to be here. When Linda introduced this idea to me, I got chills, and it's just so cool to be here with just, you guys are completely powerful. I can't even tell you. And yeah, I meditated before, and before I came on, it was just very clear that there's a very clear path for us to start opening up some portals and opening up things that the world needs right now that we can't even imagine. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sherry. Connie, would you like to go next, please? I will say Connie's having some internet connection issues, so if we don't hear her, just give it a second. She'll come right back. I know she will. So put your intention out there, everybody, and let's bring Connie on. Connie, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Connie. I live in now Pennsylvania, back to my home state. I am a healer, energy worker, Reiki master, artist, and 3 children, 3 grandchildren. Can you hear me okay?
Wonderful. Keep going.
Am I doing all right?
Keep going. You're
okay,
doing great.
Wonderful, yes. at this point in time, remembered so much of past, I used to call them past lives, now I call them timelines. I don't believe with the concept of time that we created, that they're different times. It's all coexisting because we are everywhere. And I have so many rememberings in the past few years. And one of those, as we had talked about, being on the red road. So when I also had a vision of a fire circle and all of us being around it, connected in such a way that was, I'm like, okay. And then Sherry's talking and I couldn't really say anything, but here we are, we're all together, bringing this energy, this vibration onto the planet. And the work that we all do right now, I think I can just feel is unbelievable, just unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. That's beautiful. I'm so glad you saw that vision too. Okay, Jasmine, would you like to go next?
Sure. So my name is Jasmine, and I am a healer and a mother, and I own Violet Flame Quantum Healing, and I also do life coaching, focusing on awakening and ascension and implementing and integrating that new way of life into, you know, your unique way of lifestyle. And so I, met these beautiful ladies like 2 months ago, or some of them, Linda, Sarah, Priscilla, and Angel. And now I'm meeting my other 2 beautiful soul sisters today in this beautiful Holy Tribe Bird Council. And I think that's it. That's it about me.
Thank you. I love how that green screen's affecting. When you were talking, you look like this like creatus, just floating up there in the ethers. That's great. Okay, who do we have? Sarah, we have you. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Okay, I'm unmuted. My name is Sarah. I am from Kansas. I'm an intuitive healer, Reiki master.
I'm Mama, and I'm Cricket.
And my young one is talking, excuse me. I'm also a crystal master. I am a mother of 4 daughters. So my intentions are to help this group and everyone that I come in contact with their journeys, dropping seeds along the way. My intentions are to be a part of this group and help everyone I can along the way, basically.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's what we're here to do, right? We're here to help people. I'm so honored everybody wanted to be here. Who do we have next? Angel. Angel, you're on.
Be honest, Linda, did that make you nervous to say? Just a little bit?
Does it make me nervous?
Yeah, it's your turn, Angel.
Not at all. I know. Yo, we love you. You say what you want to say. You just be yourself here. I'm not nervous at all. You're gonna just enhance this group. And Angel has quite a sense of humor, so we can't wait to hear from her. Everybody, please, if you haven't met Angel from previous videos, you're meeting her now, and take it away, Angel.
Obviously the resident spaz, it's fine. Somebody's got to have the job. I'm good at it, so it's okay. I'm really okay with it. Turns out I might be a psychic, and I'm not just, I thought I was just a good guesser. Turns out I was cheating. So that's a fun little experience that we're on. Just one magical moment after another seems to be. Every time I've tried to be in doubt of anything, Spirit has been real loud, and especially about this bird tribe. I still can't even believe the things that, could you guys calm down? Like, you're killing me. Okay, hold on. That's a lot of energy. Hold on. That's a super lot. Hold on. Woo, doggy. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. So, turns out I'm not as weird as I thought, or everybody thought I was. Well, I am also weird, but and yeah, even for weird, I'm weird. There's that. But Grandma said we came from a line of healers. We've born and raised Washington for a reason. I assume I've got 3 dorks. Also, I'm sure that's for a reason too. I'm on a trip and I'm happy to be tripping in that red dirt road magic. There's so many things I can't even, I should really start writing them down, but that would just make me a bigger nerd. So I just try to keep that nerdiness to myself. You guys will have no idea what I just saw. I'm like, Linda says, don't blow up the chat, Angel. I'm like, okay, Linda. I'm like, do you know how many things I don't send? I'm like, don't send it. No, don't send that either. No, don't send it, Angel. Don't send it. Let's try it. Pest. I don't know what this is good for, but the understanding is it's on purpose. So this is going to be fabulous to see how this turns out. I've got my corn popped. I've done the surrender thing, and it so far is kind of, I mean, every time I think I can't go whoa again and be surprised, I'm just like, yep, I knew I shouldn't have. Yeah, that's awesome, you guys. It's pretty amazing that the journey lands me in Birdland. Just on the short note, big deal. I appreciate being here with you guys. I love you. And now I'm going to stop talking if that's okay.
We love you too. And you're definitely with a lineage of healers like that.
Oh,
And the
yeah,
kind of
both
gifts
grandmas, I mean, just on short
both
story
sides.
version, both my
Yeah.
grandmas. My grandma told me you're a healer. I was like, yeah, okay, grandma, go smoke your pipe, your peace pipe. And she did. So she got me high for the first time. Go, grandma.
That's cool. And speaking of which, thank you for saying that. If you guys want to hear our discussion that we previously had and recorded about cannabis, and I'm not going to say whether we disclose anything public or not, but let's just say we have a really good conversation about cannabis. We give our viewpoints. And if you guys want to check that out, it's a shorter video, but I have it over on my Patreon. So the link to my Patreon is down in the description box, and it's only like $2 a month. So you'll get access to that conversation. Thank you for bringing that up, Angel. All right, now Priscilla, I think you're the last one we haven't had an introduction from. So come on in, unmute yourself, and
Hi.
there's a lot I want to say about you, but I want to kind of save that. I'm actually doing an interview of Priscilla for my channel about her situation. So I don't want to say too much. I'll let you decide whether to say that or not, and then we'll save that for the interview. So go right ahead.
Yeah,
I love you,
well,
Pre-Pre. I love you, Pre-Pre. I love you, Pre-Pre.
I love you all so much. Like, this is really more, I said this already, but I will say it again. This is more than I would have ever dreamed of in so many ways. Like, in a sci-fi way, in a earthly way, in a sisterhood way, in a all of the, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna start with my name is Priscilla. I'm from Canada, Montreal, and yeah, I guess I have not yet really titled myself. You know, I've not started working and everything, but I'm starting now. So I'm gonna say that I am for sure a direct connection with the all for this field. I mean, I'm gonna say this in a more normal way. I'm really one of us. We are one of those people that are bringing in a lot of energies to this earth. We are like a big catalyst, I think. Like, I know that I'm 39 years old. I'm going to be 39 in November. And it was about time for me to wake up. Like, my awakening is really different. I've never heard a story like mine. So I guess that an important part of it is the exterior intervention that I've received. And I'm going to say it like that because it was really like I'm going to say they as I speak of our galactic star family. Well, higher beings or other civilizations who own, who know like technologies that we are not aware of, really. So I'm saying this because of their crafts and because of what the crafts can do. So 2 years ago, I wasn't aware of anything. So I was really like a normie person. I was an atheist. I didn't believe in anything. I was not a spiritual person. I was not a religious person. So this is really, really quite a ride. Like,
Priscilla, is it okay if I pause you there for 1 second? I'm going to be interviewing Priscilla for my channel, so save some of the good stuff for the interview, okay?
Don't worry, we have so many things to say. I just want to say, just because right now I cannot really, I think that, with the conversation we had yesterday, you and me, I think I can say I'm sort of a healer, but more maybe of a planet healer for now than a human healer or person healer. So yeah, and I am here to share a lot of
really, Priscilla,
possibilities.
really, Priscilla, really.
Oh, come on.
It's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
I'm trying.
It's gonna keep hurting until you admit it. That's kind of the deal.
But
okay?
I think that we are all humans are healers. That's the thing. I'm here to bring in possibility in the fields of other humans, other beings, so they realize what they're capable of. Because I've went through a lot of crazy things that I thought were not possible. So yeah, we'll just say it like that.
Yeah, you have quite a story. I really cannot wait to get this on film and put this up there too. But I like how you said you don't have any labels yet, because we are so conditioned into thinking this label, that label, whatever.
Yeah.
And I like how you're
about
putting it as
the symptoms, yeah.
A planetary healer. I think that's an excellent way to put it for now, because I think the planet includes humans.
And what I wanted to say about the fact that you're not resonating with the term Ascension Symptoms is because we are so changing, we're so evolving. Like 2 years ago when I started all this, it was really more spirituality sort of perception, and now it's really a different evolution. It's really a different perception, like integrating this plain as in what it really is and what we really are, and it's really awesome. So
yeah, well, that's the perfect segue into the topic for tonight, which is about ascension symptoms. And I don't resonate with that term anymore. I've said it, I think, in the interview with Sherry. Either you were interviewing me for your podcast or the one on my channel, I forget which one. And I've noticed a few people saying over the last week, a couple times, they don't resonate with that term. So yeah, Angel was saying evolutionary. My brother suggested transitional something, because he's very woke and he gets all this stuff.
It's ascension. There's evolution, mutation, adaptation. I mean, there's a million ways to say it. I mean, pick one.
Right.
If you don't like that one, it's pretty much the same thing to me.
I don't necessarily want to coin a new phrase either, but I do want to talk about, we'll call it ascension symptoms just for the sake of this now. If somebody has a better, great, wonderful quantum
growing pains,
like quantum transitional or quantum
growing pains.
I don't know. There you go. But I don't want to use the word pain. But if you find something you want to call it, you go right ahead. We'll call it ascension symptoms for now. I want to just say I've gone through many over the years. It seems like a very, very long ride for me, because I started waking up.
Mama called it growth spurt. That's what it was, a growth spurt.
A growth spurt.
Growth spurt.
You can call it whatever you want.
Is that what Mama used to call it? I don't remember. I think it was growth spurt.
No. Did your mama call it that? I don't know. Anyhow, you know, we've all seen them and heard them listed. And for people that don't know what they are, as we go around, just throw out a few that you know of. I'll just say like headaches and exhaustion and body pain. That's just a few of, there's a whole list of them, and you can Google that list too if you want. But guys, as we go around and you start talking and everything, just throw out a few more of the symptoms that you've had. But I've had them for a long time, but I've kind of learned to incorporate what that feeling is. And to me, it's a time of learning how to listen to your body instead of saying, oh, I got a headache. Okay, so you know, my body might be telling me I need more water. Or if I'm really tired, my body's telling me to sleep. So I feel like Ascension Symptoms to me resonates more with learning how to listen to and honor what your body is telling you it needs. So how do you guys feel about that?
I think it's,
Well, can I start?
Oh, go right ahead.
Okay. All right. No, I just wanted to, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear who was speaking. I'll just real quick start. Sometimes I've told Sherry that it feels as if I have one foot in 3D, another foot in 4D, and my head's in 5D and beyond. So it's kind of like, it's not any specific thing. It's just that I am tapping into all of these. Again, everything is simultaneous, at least for me, tapping into everything and basically trying to navigate the 3D, because we're still in this body. We're still in this, you know, this flesh suit with nothing we're really going to do about getting out of here at the moment. And it's really, I mean, it's challenging at times because I'm all over the place in a good way, but it's, I'm fully present, but not totally in the 3D, if that makes any sense.
It makes total sense. It's the definition. You just described what multidimensionality is, and quantum, living at that point where you're in multiple places. You know, maybe not quantum, but it's the multidimensional aspect of what we really are. And I love how you put that. And I know, Sherry, you were going to say something too, but why don't you go?
okay, yeah, no, I just feel like it's an integration. I mean, I was gonna say, oh, it's a release, because I feel like that's what we're all doing. We're releasing all those lower energies and those lower vibrations in such a way that it's so deep, and it just, you know, it's years and years and years. Like you were saying, you were going through it for years, but it's more than that, because there's so many aspects of it. It's like Angel was saying, we've got all these names, you know, we could call it all these different things. It's true, because there's so many different aspects of it. There's the release, but then there's what Connie said, and then there's also the integration, like learning, like I think Ascension Symptoms, but really what are we doing? We're integrating all of these pieces of us as we go into these higher dimensions. And to do that, we have to release, and to do that, we have to be aware of our body, and aware of our emotional body, and our spiritual body, and our quantum body. And so to call them, like you were saying, Ascension Symptoms is kind of like this little, like, I would say linear, like I think it feels linear now, and that's the difference, because we're moving into such a quantum space where all is, I mean, we're already there, what I mean, you know, but to me, it's just an integration of all of these new energies and learning to release the old energies at the same time. That's how it feels to me.
Ooh, that's great. I think that puts together, by definition, it's like ascension integration, but it's a lot to say that. Anyway, I'm still going to look for a phrase to coin. I guarantee you I'm going
They
to.
said that was the download. They said that the reason why we chose the hard path was because when we figured out how to integrate that pain into power and use our superpowers, that's ours will be the strongest, and we're the most capable. That's why we chose all of the big stuff. And so when our stuff comes online, we are going to be the ones that's going to change it into power. That was the download.
Yeah, like head to toe chills when you were saying
Yep.
that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. How about Priscilla, Sarah, Jasmine? How do you guys feel about Ascension Symptoms and integration, Ascension integration?
I can go if you want.
For it.
As you guys were speaking, I was really feeling that it's not well, yeah, of course we can call it an ascension symptom, but it's really where I am right now. I'm really feeling that we are all ourselves, like biologically, we are shifting our awareness, like let's say before we were aware, let's say we had a headache, right? Okay. And when we had a headache, we would say, oh, I have a headache, so I'll go take what we do for a headache, okay? Now, we are aware that our bodies work in a certain way to tell us stuff, okay? And when our bodies are doing something, now our awareness is more and more expanded. And when you're starting to be aware of something, and then when you've got it, and then you can, it never ends. Like, it's always on and on and on. So it's always changing, right? And our cells are literally vibrating so fast, and we are reconnecting. I want to say DNA strands, but in a more, let's say, spiritual, whatever aspect, we can say that we are being aware of other things, of other capacities, and to identify that as what we need to do. Like, we know that our bodies are really not wrong on anything. Like, I trust my body so much now. It's crazy. If and I know that if something's up, I can there's something that I need to do about it, or something's trying to tell me. And lately this week, I've had like a lot of back burning, like in the lower back, and it's been burning like really intense. And I don't know if you guys got our friend Jerome's video, if you saw it, about that, and he was talking about that. I thought really that is a symptom. When you are at a certain point, it's not a symptom, but it's a physical reaction to ourselves, like merging or whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really beautiful.
That's a good point you brought up. I wanted to mention this. You made me think of something that I saw, and it was, I want to say Arcturus Ra, and it was a video that Jerome had sent about the med beds. I don't want to do another video on that one, but they were talking about the Schumann resonance is like it's 7.8. It is what it is, and people that are given the readings for the Schumann resonance that's not what they're measuring. And he said it's BS. It's always the same. It's always going to be the same. That is the energy resonance. But maybe they're measuring, we were talking about how it's the one, it's the unity, it's the psychology of the energy of the collective of humans. And that's when everybody's freaking out, and that's when you see all those pillars and you go back and go, oh, look, the Schumann resonance, that's what caused it. No, what if we're causing it as we're ascending, and it's measuring the collective psychology instead of the Earth's reaction to incoming plasma that's still outside of ourselves. We forgot we are everything. Like, that could easily be what it says. Well, the Schumann resonance spiked at 90 today. Like, I don't know. I got to do more research.
It's all
into
connected.
That. It
is
really
all connected.
It felt so true when this came in the other day. I watched that video and I got another download going, wow. So anyway, Sarah, I want to hear what you have to say about Ascension Symptoms, or Jasmine, either one of you guys. You didn't go yet, Jasmine, right? Yeah, we didn't hear from you yet either. Or Sarah, go ahead. Whoever wants.
I'll go. I'll just get it my turn over with. Assumption, I guess in a nutshell, I think everyone is going to be going through it, and it's just a matter of, tapping into one's higher self and really, taking the time to listen, and not minimize it, but really truly listen. It's so easy to pop a Tylenol but it's so much easier to sit back and reflect on, why do I have a headache? Well, maybe it's because I had a trying day at work, or I'm overwhelmed with my children, or my finances aren't in order. So if you really sit back instead of popping that pill and do the inner work, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get the answer to solve the problem that you have. I come in contact with a lot of people who will come to me with their problems, and knowing it's I try not to bite my tongue because I know a lot of them aren't awake, but I try to point back their problem with the solution that they can fix themselves without reaching out for a hand or taking a pill or going to a doctor. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to advise someone not to go to a doctor, but it starts with you. Everything that you digest, you are what you eat. You are what you do to yourself. If you walk around with stinking thinking, you're going to get a headache. If you're not paying your bills on time and they're going to turn your lights off and you're worried about it, yeah, your back is going to hurt. And so is your ass. Just saying.
Well said. Well said. So get your ducks in order, is what you're saying. No,
Right. No,
but listening to the body is very important.
but my thing is, there's so many ways for us to move through all these energies. And I think us as a collective group, we're here to show people how to transition, transmute, and uprise through it. You don't have to run to the doctor. We were all on this earth at one point in time, and we didn't have doctors. We had medicine. Well, we had medicine doctors. We had shamans. It's time for them to come back out and teach us the way of the land. We have to be resourceful and live off of the land and give back to the land and take care of the land, or we're going to lose it, period.
Well said, sister.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's coming through.
Let it flow.
That is so true. And that is something that we are all missing, is our roots and our ancestors and our traditions and our, and this is what we have here. We have a tribe. So,
Yeah, I love that. And perfect time to segue right over to Jasmine, because talking about the land, I mean, I know where you live, you just felt that calling. I mean, how do you feel about Ascension Symptoms and everything that you've been experiencing through this journey?
Well, when I think of Ascension Symptoms, well, first, symptoms like in the commercial ads, diarrhea, nausea, blah, 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 insomnia. It's literally any and all for Ascension Symptoms too.
Right.
And it just depends on your own physical body, your own physical DNA at that moment of your high rising or your up leveling or your DNA upgrades that you're going through organically as you are going through your awakening, thus your ascension. And so for me, I feel like I get a lot of headaches when I was going through a lot of Ascension Symptoms. And that's for me to realize that, okay, well, I need to drink more water. Like these Ascension Symptoms are just our body reacting to us, like our frequency vibrating higher and spinning faster, and so our human vessel is not used to that. It's so dense. And so it's trying to catch up to our newly crystalline DNA or our open activated DNA. And so also too, it could mean like, okay, well, I need to I'm dehydrated, need to drink more water, but why my head, crown chakra, third eye opening, or just be aware of what chakra system is it's affected by, is what I think of when it comes to Ascension Symptoms. And I think it's really important to pay attention to those and start to really shift, because the reason why we're being shown that or felt that is because we do need to organically or holistically shift that. So that's what I feel of Ascension Symptoms.
Really good point. I mean, I love everything you guys are saying about this, is it ties so much. Everybody has a piece to the puzzle, you know? And I really feel like with the Ascension Symptoms, as we are ascending and we're flipping this planet, we're getting gamma waves coming in, plasmic waves, plasmic energy that's coming in, and it's lifting everything. And it's no different than when you have you guys have all had like natural or organic initiations and things like that, integrations, things like that, right? And when that happens, it's like you're tapping in, you're getting to know your higher self, you're getting to know a piece of you. And when you need to integrate things like that, when it's catching up, like you said, we're spinning, right? And our body frequency, since it was so dense, as it becomes lighter and lighter, we're purging things. But sometimes we want to hold on to that because we're like, no, don't let go of that yet. You know, maybe I didn't experience everything I needed to experience. That would be your higher self saying that. We would be like, no, get rid of it. Down here, the ego is like, I don't want to experience, any kind of pain or suffering or lack or anything like that. I think Ascension Symptoms is really like, we talk about it being physical, dizziness and headaches and pains and tiredness and blurred vision and all of that. We talk about it physical so much.
My mental
It's mental and
ascension
emotional.
has been like really a lot of work. One way or another, it's been forced upon me, and it's like running a marathon. But I
Talk
just
about
figured
that a
out we
little
were
bit.
running it.
Angel, talk about the mental and emotional part of it too a little bit, if you don't mind.
Well, when you think that you're tuned in and that you're paying attention, and even after I woke up and was like, really? I never thought it through that far. If I would have had this kind of like path where I would have got there. But there's always been something to just like, there goes the car right off the road down the ravine. Like by the time I get, back to it, much later. But even after going, oh crap, I feel dumb. Even after that and thinking I know things, it's been a mental butt whooping. And when I figured out it was for a reason, and I'm doing it, that also was super sour. So the mental game on the ascension and the work that has to be done to achieve, like it's everything to get, I don't know about everybody else, but where I sit right now, it's like game changer. Appreciating and trying to alchemize and acclimate to my, maybe that's a better word, Linda, acclimation.
I like that.
But
To your galactic self.
I don't know. Or you guys always say galactic. I'm a
It's
space
really
cadet.
Galactic is in, when I'm saying that, I'm meaning as,
The original form.
Just like not of this earth,
yes,
right?
well, original form, yes, but see, we come from like, pure light, creator source. I mean, we know this, right? And we also resonate on the way down into the 12D false matrix system, which
I
simulation.
suspect this is a very,
on our way down.
What's the word? A word that they use to describe a elite trained core group. It's I don't know about you ladies, but short version, it's uncanny the things that I am good at and not just good at, like really good at, and it's just this acclimation of stuff that along the way I never saw it as useful, but now that I sit in a place of gnosis, it's kind of like, oh crap, what's this for? You understand? So I know it's not just me.
No,
So
you know
it's
what?
about to get epic.
I think let's save some of that conversation too for next week, because if you guys are all willing and able to come back and you want to do this again, I want to talk about galactic communication and then sharing our gifts and all that in the next series, I guess, or the next meeting. But I still want to know what you guys think about the mental and emotional aspect of Ascension Symptoms, because we're in communication, and we'll talk about that later, but we're in like communications with, you know, higher intelligence. We'll just say higher intelligence for now. And that's still, you have to integrate and understand, like, that's part of you. And I think that's part of the symptoms. That's how I feel part of the mental part
I don't
is.
think there's really higher intelligence. We're all intelligence. That's.
I'm talking about high intelligence beyond the 3D, beyond our ego, higher intelligence in that sense.
I think that it's the part that we need to unlearn what we have learned before, because it's not working in a sense that we are not accepting all that we are. That's why it's so hard in a mental way. And when you start to accept certain things like abilities or realizations and stuff like that, then you are able to see the situation in another perspective. And once you see it in that perspective, you've integrated another little part of yourself, or call it, because when we say galactic, I think that what we're trying to say is like, and because every part of you, like all of the parts of you, like they say we're all one. So let's try and see it as in all of the types of behaviors you might have, and in integrating that perspective, then you're able to move to another perspective, and on and on and on. And yeah, the thing is that it keeps changing all the time, and it's so, you need to catch up, and you need to not see it as you saw it yesterday, because yesterday is gone and it's so fast now. It's so fast. We have nothing to how do you say that, compare, you know? So it's really like trusting and not grasping to labels and saying, oh no, it's not that, it's that. So just going with how it changes and how we evolve so fast.
Good points. You guys all make good points. Anybody else? How do you feel about that? Jasmine, Sarah, Connie, Sherry?
Oh yeah, I think what every one of us is saying is that once you allow what doesn't serve you to go, we're bringing in our gifts. You know, those gifts are coming in, and when they come in, we're able to listen to ourselves better and more clearly, and have more focus. Because I know one of the things that's happened for me after releasing everything, and I'm getting better at understanding, like, I don't forget who said it, Priscilla, maybe, what your body needs. But my body is telling me, and Linda and I were talking about this, and when we were recording the podcast, was that when your gifts come online, you start, that clairaudience kicks in, or the clairvoyance kicks in, or the, you know, clairsentience kicks in. And that's part of the whole process of letting go of all of the things you guys were talking about, so that you can hear your gifts and look inside yourself, like you were saying, Linda, so that you're not going out, you know, outside, and I think Sarah was saying it too, you're not going outside of yourself. So it's like, it's all integrated. There's so many pieces to it again, that, like, but the biggest thing is that you are your own healer. You are responsible for yourself. You are bringing in every energy and releasing everything that doesn't serve, that mental and emotional stuff, so that you can listen to yourself. Because that's, I think, being asleep is not listening to yourself. I mean, you can't, you know, because there's so many, you're looking outside of yourself all the time. So I don't know.
Well said. Very well said. Anybody else?
I wanted just to say one thing, that so many times I did look outside of myself, and now that I've stopped that process and dropped the duality, because we are everything, we are connected, we are that galactic being, we are here on earth, we are part of, our higher self is everywhere. And when I let the old ways that I thought go, then I was receiving messages much more openly freely. It was flowing like water. And what a difference it makes when you leave the old paradigms go, when you leave the old thought processes that you've had for a lifetime and lifetimes go, and let this amazing energy flow through us, because we are these conduits. And I've found my connection to source, to spirit, to those that are helping all of us come through so amazingly fast when I drop the rest. It's been phenomenal. I mean, truly.
I love that, Connie. I love that. I'm just so in awe right now. It's like I feel the light coming into everybody. I feel the circle. I feel it's like dropping all of that, everything that you thought you were conditioned for, you know, everything you were conditioned in the past. But I like what you said in past lifetimes too, because we've had past lifetimes where we've been here, gifted and helping and whatnot, but we still had belief systems. We got to get out of the BS. Like Arcturus Ra said, get out of the BS, the belief systems. I love that.
Yeah, I would like to say one last thing.
Yes, love it.
Because that's for everybody that's watching and that think that we are different. We are every human here. When we say we're talking about all humans, everybody. Like, we are not better. We are not capable of more. We are all healers, and that's a very important thing. I think, you know, if you really want it, I mean, you can do it. If you don't want it, if you don't want to put the effort, if you're not interested in really evolving and all that, it's not gonna happen. But I mean, yeah, I just want people to know that we are not different from anybody else, and everybody can do this. Yeah.
I love you, Pre. I love you, Pre. I love you.
That was excellent. Thank you. Jasmine and Sarah, do you guys have any final thoughts on Ascension Symptoms and where this is going, mental health, mentally or physically or spiritually, emotionally, you know?
I would just say, like, for me, Ascension Symptoms, maybe mentally or psychologically would be like, I would say, like, my higher self really kind of like intervening and coming in on certain events or situations. Like, when I decided to leave California, my higher self was like loud and proud, like yelling, like, you need to get out. This is the last chance. Like, it's the last time of you knowing, you know, something's going to happen and you know about it, and you can leave and you can, you know, be in the safe zone, or you can know about it and not follow your intuition. And so Ascension Symptoms for me was just like hearing that higher self and actually deciding if I'm going to take action. And when I did, I mean, it was the best decision of my life. You know?
So you're surfing these waves, aren't you? We all are now, I think, pretty much as we can. How about you, Sarah? How do you feel about the emotional and mental aspect of Ascension Symptoms and everything everybody else has said?
My thought is maybe you follow your higher self, and you may not recognize, and this is for people out there that may not be where we are, may not recognize it, or they may be new to this journey. You do what resonates with you, what brings you joy, what brings you peace, what brings you happiness in any form. I had mentioned before that, you know, you have to tap into that childhood, you know, peace inside. So go to the park, go for a walk, listen to music, dance. Those are all kinds of things that will help you through the ascension. Listen to music. If you have a headache, listen to the most calming music. It will readjust your mindset and it will help you through it. Eat something that comforts you. I'm a sucker for breakfast. I can't even lie. I love eggs. So if I have an upset stomach, I will eat eggs and it will bring me peace every time. So follow your intuition. Every person's intuition is different. What works for me may not work for you. So, but that's why you have to learn to get to know yourself. This is what the journey is all about. It's getting to know who you truly are.
Yeah, and what works for one doesn't necessarily work for the other, and we need to stop thinking that it's going to be a certain way.
Absolutely.
That's stopping us. Like, we think that, oh, okay, so if I'm going to talk to my higher self, it's going to be like that and like that, or it's going to be like this. And if this is happening, that's not that, because it's not how the other one said it. It's, anything is good. Like, you can create it as it goes. That's the thing. It's really different and unique, and as you want it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
As you
I love
wish.
you all.
As you wish.
Well, ladies, I want to be respectful of everybody's time. Does anybody have any final thoughts on this they want to say before we wrap it up? I think it was a pretty good discussion. Everybody was pretty much echoing what everybody said and then building on it.
Love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be nice to everybody else. It's rough. It's all crazy. Just be kind. Help, not hurt, please. It's rough. Ask for help. We're here. You're not alone. Not an accident. We're not alone. Group hug, Care Bear stare.
I love you all so much.
We love you too. I know some people's batteries are getting ready to die and everything too. So I just want to say, you guys heard advice from everybody here. I don't need to summarize what everybody said. You can rewind the video.
13%, Linda. You said that at 13%.
13%. Okay, there you go. So
13.
Thank you everybody for being here and accepting the call and coming, and I really hope you join us next week. We're going to talk about our galactic communications. So if we come up with something else or there's something else Spirit wants us to talk about, we will do that. If you guys have any comments, questions, or anything you want to say, leave it in the comments section. And Sherry, I have to joke with you about something. First, she has a series over there called The Great Awakening on her YouTube channel. And it's a creative life. No?
Mindful Creative Life. My channel.
Mindful Creative Life. Yes, that's her YouTube channel. She's doing a mini series, like 10-minute videos or so. And you did the same thing that I used to do all the time. And you said something about leaving comments in the description box. And I caught that. And I was like, I have to poke fun at you for that because it's such a great series. Your content is so awesome. But when you said it, I like spit out my water. I was laughing like, I used to say that too.
You know what, too? And I was meant to edit that, and I didn't because I was running out of time. I'm like, just upload it. So I was like, whatever.
No, don't edit it. It's great. It just made me laugh. It just brought joy. So I know, like Sarah, you were saying about being childlike again. This is childlike. Like, we're not perfect. We're having fun with this as much as we can. We're trying to be.
My guides keep saying, "Will you just stop worrying about what people think? Like, just stop it." And that's like
right.
the piece of advice I have. Like, if you're gonna be weird, and you're gonna be strange, and we all are. Like, they're just telling me to stop.
Shiny shirt.
Worrying
Shiny
about
shirt.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. Exactly. Be your crazy self, and it's gonna land somewhere. So yeah,
there you go. So we'll be talking about the galactic communications. We'll be talking about sharing our gifts and all kinds of neat things coming up. I'm so glad you guys joined us here. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, fellow warrior women. Namaste to each and every one of you, and have a wonderful evening.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed our discussion, our first council meeting of the Holy Bird Tribe representing the Bird Nation. And we have a lot of plans coming up, so feel free to hit the share, like, subscribes, and the bell notifications so that you'll know when we premiere our next episode next week. And also, if anybody's interested in personal sessions, I am opening them up for 2 months. So until the end of October, I will do personal sessions. I have some availability over, it's on my website, link is in the description box. And if anyone is considering a personal session with me, it is more about jump-starting your light body and not a repeat kind of thing. So I don't do this very often, but I am going to open them up. I'm being called to do this. And I also want to mention I'm offering a special for anybody who joins my Patreon level at the same price. The 4th tier level, the highest level is $55. That's the same cost as my sessions. And one of the bonuses that I'm offering in Patreon now is if you join at that level, you will get a free, well, free, it comes with the $55 a month. You will get all of the benefits for all of the tiers, plus you will also get a personal reading from me every month that you are a patron. And you don't have to wait 2 months or 3 months to get it. So you'll, from the very first month that you get it, you will get a personal reading. So I hope you will consider that. It's a great offer, and I hope you will at least enjoy the content that we're producing here on YouTube for you. Take care. I love you guys all. Namaste.